Hi everyone, Luke here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at this LEGO Star Wars First Order Heavy Assault Walker. So it's set number 75189, and it's 1,376 pieces. So the recommended retail price for this is £130 in the UK, or £150 in the US. So I guess the price per piece is not so bad, like under 10p, 9.5p. I guess that's not so bad. The main thing that I think is a little disappointing is the fact that you only get 5 minifigs. So I think for a set this size, for this cost, that's like way too low. That should be, I think you should have at least 3 more, I would say. Like you can see on the box, before I show you the actual set, who you get. I'll look at the actual minifigs at the end like I usually do, but obviously the driver's really nice, so you only need one of him. It's a shame we couldn't get more of him because I think he looks cool, but obviously it wouldn't make sense to really have more than one. But they could have easily thrown in another 2 or 3 stormtroopers, or maybe another 2 and then 1 more resistance trooper. Yeah, so that's probably my biggest gripe really with this set. In terms of the box, before we look at the actual set, so on the front I think that's pretty decent representation of the size, and you can see the real thing just hidden behind. Oh, knocked over the minifigs. I think on the back maybe the scale changes a bit. I think they've made it look a lot bigger on the back than on the front. Yeah, like they look a lot further away from the top to me compared to on the front. There's quite a difference. But anyway, that's just me being picky looking at the box. As you can see, I've knocked all the minifigs down with the box. Let me put my camera on my tripod and then I can start showing you all the different features of the walker. I could probably do it one-handed, but there's a few different bits and pieces to open, so it'll probably be easier to do it this way. So let's make sure I get it all in shot. Let's move these miniatures out of the way for now. Right, so, okay. Quite big to get it all on screen. So yeah, I think it looks great. Actually, I'm going to take back what I said. I'm going to do this without the tripod. Let's move that out of the way. There we go. Yeah, so I think this looks really good. I like the look of these ones compared to the older ones. I think the front looks really mean and moody. I like that a lot. Obviously, people that have the older ones may prefer the older ones. I actually can't do I can do a comparison by pictures, but not with the physical thing, because this is actually the only walker I have. So I do plan to pick up the other ones at some point. But for now, this is the one I've got. I think it's really good. So, as soon as we're looking at the front, we might as well start there. So obviously we've got the usual missiles that you fire from the back. So you could either leave them out if you don't like them. But I think, obviously because they're red, they look fine. They look perfectly good as they are. So I'd leave those there. You can open up. Yeah, this is obviously where you put your driver. So this is if I can get a good angle, because it's very hard to see. There is a nice. Oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah, very nice printed piece there. Obviously you can see there's only room just for him, but I think that's fine. Maybe I could have made it so you could fit 2 in there, but there's not actually any studs for him to like clamp onto. He just sits in there, but that's fine. Obviously the head moves very nicely. It is all held in with a few Technic pins and different pieces that you build up inside there. Let's look at so I think side on, it looks really good. It's kind of, it's wobbly, but it's solid at the same time. I think you can probably do some three-legged poses. I won't try now because I'm sure it'll fall down. But yeah, I mean, I've got it kind of posed. I think that's maybe similar to how it is on the box, but I think that looks better than being like straight-legged. So while we're on this side, we might as well have a look. So obviously all these flaps can open. So this is so you can easily load the 6-stud shooter. So it moves quite well. You've got quite a good angle on it. Obviously you just twist the knob to fire them off, which I won't do now because they'll go everywhere. But yeah, so you can move it backwards and forwards and move it up and down. So it's got quite a good range of motion on it actually. It's much better than some other sets where you have a kind of a turret like that that's just fixed and doesn't move up and down, which is like totally pointless, especially in Star Wars where there's like spaceships flying everywhere. You need a lot more movement, so that's pretty good, I think. Yeah, you could easily just remove those studs if you don't like them, or you can, yeah. Anyway, that's obviously up to each individual, but I think that looks pretty nice. Obviously on the side, not really much room in there. 6 spare studs, so yeah, one whole round, but that's about it. And we have this bit here that opens up, so you can put your we should have done this first, shouldn't I, really? Oh, now he's dropped his gun. Sorry, guys. Here we go. He's just about in there. Not very good with my left hand. Yeah, so you can fit him in there. Obviously you can put them sideways. You can fit a couple in there. Spare missile storage. You could fit another one underneath. But that's it. There's not much space really for any minifigs. If we go around to the other side, it's pretty similar. So you've got a little crate here, a couple of studs inside. That's it. Just the same as the studs that was on the other side. And obviously all of these panels, I should have opened the other side. That all opens up as well. You can open them all up, but again, it's just room for one figure or two maybe. It's obviously a very important bit of equipment there for repairing it. And then if we take a look from the top, so obviously you've got all these nice fuel tanks. That weird place to put them. You'd think they'd be covered really, but they do look nice. I mean, from the back, I think it is a good looking walker. It'll be interesting when I do pick up some of the other ones. I say other ones, I don't actually know how many there are. So apologies for not knowing that fact. But obviously I know there's one main one that's very popular and very favourite, which is like similar price as this one even now on eBay. So I probably will pick that up fairly soon, and then I can do like a side-by-side comparison in terms of size and features and everything else. But yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I like the size of it. I like how you compose it, and if you've got a lot of Star Wars stuff, like you can see I have at the back, along with lots of other stuff, but I think you can't really have a Star Wars collection without having a walker, at least one type of walker. But yeah, so that's it really. You can see from the legs kind of what goes into building them, so they are pretty well built up and quite flexible, quite adjustable. So very good for different poses. Obviously if you happen to have multiples of these, you can put them down on their knees and set up a whole scene. So yeah, that's it. I won't keep going on about it. I'll move on to the minifigs. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning, you only get 5 minifigs. So I think it's worth saying twice that that's quite disappointing. There should definitely be more. But the ones you get are nice. So I guess we'll start with we'll start with the good guys first. So obviously you get Captain Poe, Dameron, and obviously you get Rey, and I think It's like the first lightsaber I've had out of all of the ones I've got that hasn't got a bubble in it, so that's nice. Oh. Then you get a resistance trooper at the back, so let's have a look at him first. He's got a nice kind of charcoal grey blaster, and his obviously helmet, so the visor is attached to the main piece, so you can't take that off, but you can move this kind of chin guard up and down. To me, he kind of looks a bit like a Halo kind of helmet, but I might be thinking of that wrong. It's been a long time since I played Halo. But yeah, he's got some nice printing back and front. I think he's only got one head, but I think it's perfectly good. One head, one face. But yeah, I think that's fine, so I'm happy with him. Poe has obviously the shorter blaster in black. Nice printing on him as well, back and front. Well, not much to see, but something. And in terms of faces, a bit more angry face. But both are good, and I think kind of knowing that in the films he's like a bit cheeky at times, I quite like that face. Rey, obviously, with slightly different clothing, but wears very similar clothes all the time. But nice printing. She looks good. In terms of, I'm not sure why her head's so stiff. There we go. Yeah, faces are not that different. A slight smirk there, but fairly similar. But yeah, pretty good. And then finally we'll go on to these two. So obviously we've got our First Order Stormtrooper on the left and the First Order Walker Driver on the right. So I'd like more of these just because I really like the colouring. I think he looks really good. See with the shorter blaster because he's sat up in the cockpit. But yeah, I think that's one thing I do like about this set is that they all come with blasters and not the little silly stud shooter guns. I really don't like those. So I think that's a good feature. Yeah, so the printing is really good on both of them. See, they both don't have alternate faces because they both have the angry clone faces. But that's fine. And that's it for the minifigs, unfortunately. But they are nice minifigs. So that's my final thoughts really on this set. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really happy with it. I managed to pick it up for £97, so like £30 off. So I think that makes me more forgiving, I guess, of the lack of minifigs. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.